Hello and welcome to game 2 in this best of 3 series. Just checking to see if I am recording, and I believe I am, and I hope to God my mic's working this time. Because if it isn't, oh well. It'll definitely be my last game casting like that. Now, these games are going to take place on Terenas Stand. I think the bot was just kind of like automatically going to Terenas Stand. So I guess that's what they wanted to play. So we have SBYc versus worldcn. Again on Terenas Stand. This is game 2. Don't get mistaken for game 1. This is game 2. They are flopping positions at this point. Human spotting on the top left. Orc on the bottom right. I am expecting about the same amount of tactics. Same type of shenanigans. I'm expecting a Blade Master, an Archmage. I can't really see him divvying too far off that standard path. Pretty standard building placements. No scout as of yet. Last game there was a quick scout from the Orc player. That meant to me perhaps some sort of harassment, or at least checking up on your human, making sure he's not doing anything unorthodox. And like I said, there is a Blade Master, there is an Archmage, and the game is underway. There we go. I was like, where's the footman guy? Quickly train up that grunt. It looks like SBYc means business. He has a nice little gap in here, which is actually rather good for a Blade Master to sneak in and out of, but rather bad for an Archmage or Beastmaster or anything along those lines to come in and harass. Now you can argue Blizzard or even Flame Strike from the Blood Mage, but I would rather see him going after the Burrows, because he can just take those right off there, and that Blizzard really doesn't mean anything. Anyways, when do you see Blizzard early game anyways? Unless it's a new battle or he's trolling or something like that. Anyways, we're going to try to clear out this creep camp as the human player. I'm going to get a Gloves of Haste. That's not too far off of what he got first last time. In fact, that's the exact same thing. Not opting to sell his TP, looking for a type of harassment opportunity. And it looks like he's going straight for the militia, trying to find any easy kills. Windwalk quickly. Probably going to focus that Water Elemental if he can't focus anything else. Quick Windwalk strike on the Water Elemental, and I'm not sure who got that experience, and it looks like the Archmage denied that. Perhaps going to have a few swings on those footmen if he's not going to be able to reach the Archmage. But just keeping tabs on his human enemy. Quick tech going off for the Orc. Nothing wrong with that. Another decent speed tech on the human player.
The town is under siege.
Nothing wrong with that. This is always that point of the game where you just, as an Orc, you just want to make sure that Archmage doesn't get much done. And as that Archmage, you're getting forced to do things you really don't want to be doing, and that's going straight after the Orc base. You're not going to get much done, especially with the Blade Master and Grunts out. You're not going to get much done there. You're not going to cancel much more than that Voodoo Lounge, but that's all you can do, and then try to back off and try to steal some green creeps or something like that. As a human player, I like to do the same, because there really isn't much to do. If you're just waiting to creep an orange creep camp and that Blade Master is just keeping tabs on you that whole time, you're not going to get much done. Boots of Speed coming in. I think he's waiting for Dust of Appearance, I would assume. Some way to keep track. There we go, Dust of Appearance. Blade Master just hopping around, trying to get as many kills as possible. Probably going for that Boots of Speed for himself. Surprised that Footman didn't end up going this direction. This direction would have stopped him from, well, possibly stopped him from getting a kill, and started taking damage on that Blade Master, possibly. So Staff of Teleportation back, trying to go after that Water Elemental for quick experience. That Water Elemental trying to do some sort of harass tactic, and it's not going to work. Grunts keeping tab on the human player. More footmen. With that quick tech, I assume a quick second hero. Perhaps trying to deny those tier 2 buildings, and that would be the most intelligent form of play at this point. But let's see what he does in this scenario. This is a game I did see. Obviously, I am the observer here in this matchup. So, I do remember this game, but not very much. I mean, this was probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago I witnessed this. Blade Master, trying to see if there's a Beastmaster or something of that nature picked up. And it looks like it's not going to be. At least speed-wise, it's not going to be. Focusing that peon peasant. Should back off with that peasant. Too late. Alright, with this amount of footmen here, we have able to repel this Blade Master enough, especially that Blade Master that's level 1. It's a little bit of a threat, but it's not too much of a threat. I mean, Archmage does need level 3 before any type of straight type of engagement. So,
no, I bring them up here. She, what do you want? Please, what do you want?
Yep. A little bit of engagement here. I'm not sure why he's keeping his base open. I mean, that was just a little stupid. I thought that was his mistake in the first game. Just feeding that Blade Master and ruining his economy. He does have a Beastmaster out now. Dust of Appearance going off, trapping that Blade Master right in there, forcing the staff, and of course without bolt or any type of stopping that, he is going to staff back safely.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's an Arcane Sanctum going up, and it looks like just one. It's not being sped built by any means, but he does have enough resources to throw down another Arcane Sanctum, and there we go, and that is being sped built. It is speed building now. Blade Master can definitely still do some sort of harassment. Just did a quick poke, I think, on that Archmage. And then just went back to Windwalk form just to scare him. And, you know, easy kills here. Nobody likes a Blade Master in your base. Peasant coming around. Blade Master not focusing that peasant. Able to slip through. He didn't even really need to Windwalk. But he still uses that Windwalk. Shadow Hunter should be creeping. Level 2 already. Decent speed and creeping. If he gets that Shadow Hunter to level 2 and starts picking up a few raiders with Ensnare, he can do some sort of engagement. We got Sorceresses and Priests finally coming out for the human player. It's not too late, I'd say. But the human can definitely turn things around. Trying to creep more. He's probably going to get level 3 off this creep camp. Beastmaster definitely needs experience on the board. He should be about 2/3, maybe 3/4 of experience after this camp. Blade Master obviously going to do his harass crap, stealing creeps, attacking the, whatever he can. Probably going to try to take down a footman. Easy experience. Slow going off on the Blade Master, and that's pretty cool. That he's focusing that slow on the Blade Master, so he can at least not get hurt. That slow doesn't last as long on a hero as opposed to a unit. I think it's 60 seconds on a unit, and I think it's 10 seconds on a hero. Something like that, maybe 8 seconds. Easily going to take down a sorceress, and you should back off. Healing Wave or Healing Salve should definitely go off on that Blade Master at this point. Another Ensnare, perhaps. And, we have the Militia Cult, but I'm not sure if it should be still continuing this push. Should return with those Militia, or keep pushing. One or the other. You can't just stay there. Probably doing some sort of macro management. He does have Lumber Mill up. That's a telltale sign he is trying to push here. And at this stage of the game, that level 3 Archmage, and is that Shadow Hunter is only level 2. they need some kills. The Orc army needs a few kills and fast in this engagement. Quickly focusing that Archmage, forcing that TP, which is rather good. Especially, I believe, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Beastmaster had towers. Knew one of the heroes did, or else they wouldn't have started that push. So Orc is going to start getting even more powerful. Definitely going to get level 2 on that Shadow Hunter after that Golem goes down. Spirit Walkers, we got 3 of them. We only have 2 Raiders for Ensnare, but this should be close to 50 food at this point. 49 food to, we have 46 food, so it's a pretty close supply. I'm not sure if the human needs a couple breakers in the mix. He has 1 coming out, he has 2, and if he can train up 1 more breaker, get 1 farm up, get 1 breaker up, that would be perfect. Now using those towers to actually fill up an expansion, just like I filled up your mom. Wow, I gotta start acting my age. Alright, Blade Master spots this, definitely gonna take down 1 tower. Is he going to take down all the towers? Not at this point. The food cap is, they're both at the food minimal before, or maximum before upkeep. And they both probably want to keep it there at this point. Spellbreaker needs to back off if he can. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to. And pretty much that Blade Master's in a bad spot. Forces the invulnerability pot. Has the Hawk out in play, and that's a very excellent move because that Blade Master, if he's spotted, so this guard tower is probably going to still go up. Tome of Experience being left behind, I'm not sure what that's all about. I mean, you got to start reading your books, guy. This is like the most important book, other than Tome of Power, but you don't really see that in 1 verse 1. If you know what Tome of Power is, Tome of Power automatically adjusts you up like 1 full level. Like if you're 4.5, that'll put you to 5.5. This right here, I think it's 100 experience, or don't quote me on that. I really don't know if it's 100 experience or what. I think it's 100, which isn't much, but it'll get your Beastmaster close to that level 3. Level 2 Hawk would be good, even level 2 Quill Beasts. Focusing down the casters is an excellent thing because they were caught off guard, and when you ensnare them, that's pretty much back off. He's going to take down your whole army at this point. Especially with Grunts. I don't know if you know how powerful Grunts are as a tier 1 unit, but that Blade Master and those Grunts and the Spirit Link and Ensnare, and you got Hex and you got Healing Wave, it's very powerful. Now you can just say slow overrides all of that. I disagree. Those people that say that humans in balance against Orc, you really need to calm down with that one. You know what's in balance against Orc? Druids of the Talent. That's in balance against Orc. Slow? No. You got Disenchant. You have perfect amount of abilities to get out of that slow. And you have level 3 Shadow Hunters. I mean, all you have to do is right-click with your Blade Master, and whatever you right-click will go down. Especially if you add an Ensnare on that. And if that Ensnare doesn't even last on a hero, which it's going to definitely take down this Beastmaster, I don't think invisibility saves him. Very well played by the human at this point. You know, Orc forcing to use the Scroll of Speed to get out of there. He should be still followed. He should still follow him because they should still be slowed. So any second now they should just be popping into slow form, and you could be taking down unit. Or at least sending your Quill Beast after him to stop them from healing up with their selves. Beastmaster is still level 2. That's rather disappointing. Archmage making his way to level 4. Should probably, at this point, because you do have your... You should definitely take this book, read it. And second, you should definitely get some healing. Yeah, these Scrolls of Healing. Definitely should get your invulnerability pots. Orc still creeping. Definitely wants level 5 on his heroes, but at level 3, that's still a long way to go. But there is a decent amount, a handful of creeps out in the field. Not sure if the human player is going to grab the mercenary camp. It looks like he's opting to go that route. And actually, there's only one creep left. Tome of Strength. Don't tell me he's going to read the Tome of Strength. He reads the Tome of Strength. What happened here? What? How did... Tome of Experience, dude. What happened? Alright. So this next up-and-coming engagement should be a very tough one. Human army is actually very powerful at this point. 62 to 48 in food supply, and with that Quill Beast just going back here, he's going to try to disrupt healing, mana potion, clarity pots, things of that nature. I'm actually going to look for an expansion, and if he does spot this, the human player should go right toward this. Actually going straight for the base, probably going to try to take down the Voodoo Lounge. Should get better positions on those breakers and stuff, get the breakers out front. There he goes. Level 2 Quill Beast. Very powerful summon. Up to 30 piercing damage. And at 75 mana, you can get a lot of them out, especially with the Brilliance Aura. The Hawk, obviously keeping tabs on that Blade Master. Blade Master always low on mana. It looks like at this point I love Beastmaster for second with human. Some people don't like him, some people still go that Mountain King path. I love the Beastmaster for second against ORC. I love it, I love it, I love it. Focusing on breakers. Breakers are falling. That Blade Master very low on health. Definitely going to need the TP out of there, or else he's going to lose his Blade Master. Blade Master needs to back off a little bit. Kodos need to get in better positions. Healing Self going on that Blade Master. He should come back here with the summons that disrupt that healing. And he does it on the Kodo, but he doesn't do it on the Blade Master. Stop that Blade Master from healing, dude. You already stopped it with the Kodo. Or with... Okay. So the Healing Self stopped on that Blade Master. Another one should be reapplied. Perfect invisible water elemental to stop any further healing. And that's what he should be doing. He should be disrupting the mana. Should be disrupting this right here. There he goes. He disrupted the mana. See if he's going to get that. He got the Walker and the Blade Master. Come on, the Blade Master. He doesn't want that Blade Master. Whatever. Not gonna argue.
Are under attack.
Is that a staff? What are you staffing? Oh, we... Okay. So, Glows of Haste. This is a great item. Giant Belt of Strength. Belt of Giant Strength. Whatever. So the Orc army is coming in here for a little bit of engagement. Now those towers do spot that Blade Master. Forced to TP, that's 350 gold. Now without an expansion, you definitely need to waste your opponent's gold as much as possible. This isn't looking as strong for that Orc army as it did in the previous matchup. Quill Beasts and summons and stuff really affecting the healing going down on the Orc army. Needs to keep just buying mana pots or clarity pots over and over for the Shadow Hunter. I mean, that's his only prayer at this point. He just gets a bunch of clarities and use that clarity, and then I mean, that's pretty typical, and that's what you would expect from the Orc army. A second expansion coming through for the human army, and it looks like he's clearing up this one, possibly even for a third. Orc gonna spot this. It doesn't look like he's gonna get it up in time. And actually, yep, he is gonna spot this.
Town is under siege.
Few ensnares should go off any second now to stop the repairing, that sort of stuff. 3 experience for the Orc army, but it's not too bad. It doesn't look like anyone's gonna get to level 5. But if that Shadow Hunter gets to level 5, this could be a whole nother game. Blizzard finally respect to get rid of that Blizzard and put down the Blizzard of Truth. And at a level 2 Blizzard, you'll see the kind of damage this does to burrows, the peasants, even the grunts. I mean, grunts are powerful and very high hit points. But it looks like a base race, and Orc really doesn't have a choice at this point. Does he even have a
A
TP?
player's forces are under attack.
So there's no TP for the Orc army, so he's forced to do something here. Human did a lot of damage at this point, took down burrows and the whole nine, so he's able to make sure he saves this expansion. Orc army opting to back off. There really isn't much for him to do except engage against this. This is a lot of breakers. This is a big line of breakers. Should engage right now. Casters in the back. Just what we like to see, that breaker line in front, and especially with that blizzard. But Hex going down because he didn't want that blizzard going off on his army, obviously. Do we have many healings? We have at least 2 more healings, and he does have a clarity pot. Blizzard's still trying to go off, but Hex going down and stuff of that nature. Blade Master in bad spot right here. He needs to wind walk out of it and get a healing. That Blade Master. If only there was a Hawk out in play. Definitely had the mana for a Hawk. I'm not sure why he's not using it. But why I'm being so critical about a player that's probably doing great in this game, holding his own in this game, and me being critical, that just means I'm critical. I'm a piece of shit. And you know what? I'm going to try to stay away from me being so critical. So, Blade Master going through here. Shadow Hunter needs level 5. Blade Master should actually back off. In fact, I don't even know you get experience. Yeah, you get like 2 experience. You get like nothing from those, especially when both heroes are there. Alright, so definitely the amount of... so it's 69 food for the human army versus 42 food for the Orc army. Orc is trying to kite, but, you know, what do you really expect to happen here? Shadowhunter has no mana. You really don't want to engage. You don't even have a scroll of speed at this point, I don't think. This is like the last engagement. Blizzard going down, Blade Master getting focused hard and goes down. Archmage trying to get focused, but drops the GG. Looks like worldcn took game 2. Pretty close in hero score in terms of heroes, 5-4 to 4-4. That experience gained, whoa, like whoa, that was as even as it could be. Just whoa, very nice. This one seemed a lot more close than the previous matchup, and Human took this one. He finally got his expansion up, and it worked. And you got this casters and those breakers. You want like 7 breakers. You want like a 70 food army to feel comfortable against Orc, or else you're going to be ensnared and focused and the whole 9. You want to dive in and out of your own units if your Archmage is being focused, and you want to be able to open and close those holes and things of that nature. But I'm being a little critical. Stay tuned for game 3 in this matchup versus worldcn and SBYc.